Okay, this tutorial is adding internal effects on a small mixing, live sound mixing console. Adding a bit of reverb or something like that, or delay to a microphone. So we've got a microphone going in on channel 14, which has already been sound checked, and you can hopefully hear that coming through nice and clearly. On this particular mixing console, it's the same on a lot of small mixing desks that have built-in effects. You have to send some level from the actual channel itself to the effects unit, and then there'll be some kind of return as well, allowing you to control the level of that subsequent effect coming back and send it out to various places, usually the main speakers that the audience is listening to, but also potentially out to monitors as well. So on the Small Spirit Soundcraft mixing console, we have an auxiliary here which is assigned to the internal effects unit, and it's conveniently labelled up on the mixing desk Lex Effects. Now the built-in effects on this desk are made by a company called Lexicon, and therefore that's why you have the abbreviated Lex Effects. So I'm going to turn the send level up on the actual channel itself, and when we talked through a tutorial on the general overview of the mixing desk, in addition to turning up the channel send level, there's also a master send level as well. So we have a master send level for all the 4 auxiliaries that are available on the channel, and there is my Lex Effects master level. Underneath it there's a button that says AFL, that stands for After Fade Listen. It's a bit like PFL and like a solo function, and it really should be used when you're sound checking a send level. So I'm going to start talking to the microphone. I'm going to press that AFL button down, and I'm looking here on the meter bridge to get my send level to 0 dB. The same way when you sound check a microphone, which we've done already in another tutorial, you're looking to get the level to 0. So it's the optimum kind of operating level, unity gain. So we'll do exactly the same with effects sends as well. Why not? Why not get it to a really good send level going off to the effects unit? So I'm pressing the AFL button down on the master Lexicon effects send, and then I'm going to slowly start bringing the level up, and you can see now on the meter bridge, as I'm talking, when I talk a little louder, the level is reaching 0. I'm talking this quietly, I could bring the send level up a little bit on the mixing, on the channel strip, and it will take it clearly up to 0. When you're done, you can take the AFL button out, because you don't want to be constantly monitoring your send level. Okay, so next thing to do is to select the effect that you want. On this particular desk we have a rotary pot which is called Program Select, so they call their effects programs. And I'm going to move the pot around to a nice reverb. So I'm going to choose a plate reverb. Okay, and it'd be nice to just start to hear that effect coming back. There's a dedicated section which is the effects returns, and then at the top we've got the lexicon return, and we've got it where you actually want to send it to and a level control. So this is currently going to the mix, so I'm just going to bring up the mix level, 1 2 1 2 1 2, and we start to hear the plate reverb effect on the vocal. Okay, if I had, let's just take that away a second. If I had monitors plugged in to auxiliaries, auxiliary 1 and 2, stage monitors, and I wanted to send some of that internal reverb to the monitor, some musicians do like to have a little bit of reverb, then I would turn up this red pot which is next to the mix volume level, and I've got aux 1, aux 2 options with a selector switch as well, and the level going to those outputs on the desk. So as well as, you know, turning up the reverb for the audience to hear, I can also turn it up and control the level going back onto stage as well potentially, which is kind of handy. In addition to actually getting the sound, you can also edit the sound as well. You've got a parameter adjuster option here. You have to hold down parameter 1 or parameter 2, and those parameters of the effect are explained on the top of the mixing desk. So on this particular effect, number 5, program 5, parameter 1 is the reverb time. So if I hold down parameter number 1 and I increase this pot here, I should be increasing the reverb time. 1, 2, and now I've got a cave sound. Or I can go for a tighter reverb, so reduce the reverb time, hold down parameter 1, turn the knob the other way, and 1, 2, and we get a much tighter sort of sounding reverb. In addition to that, I could change parameter 2. On this particular effect, parameter 2 of the play reverb is the timbre. So you see either go brighten it up or make it slightly duller sounding. It's a bit of a two-handed job, this. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've got a sort of softer sound to the reverb now. So in addition to being able to select an array of different internal effects, you can also do a little bit of effects editing as well. And that is how you set up and hear internal effects on a small live sound mixing console.